You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
"Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?"
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
After Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
"Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music."
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
"Hey, Meta, call Eva."
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, "Hey, Meta," to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.
Light up your holidays with Vizio's 65-inch Quantum Smart TV, now just $449.99 at Target. Immerse yourself in a world of over 1 billion vibrant colors with quantum dot technology. Plus, wide viewing angle ensures everyone gets the perfect view during movie marathons, no matter where they sit. Stream your favorite festive songs from North Pole Radio using the built-in iHeartRadio app. But hurry, this deal won't last much longer. Give the gift of entertainment and get your Vizio 65-inch Quantum Smart TV for just $449.99 at Target today.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
KFI Mo Kelly, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and I'm proud to say I made it. By the skin of my teeth, I made it through Christmas. And I hope your Christmas or Hanukkah, the first night of Hanukkah, was wonderful. Tonight is the second night of Hanukkah. Mark Runner, let me just say first, belated Merry Christmas.
And same to you, Morris William.
I always got to pull out the government name.
I'm seeking common ground here. We both have the same middle name. Yes.
Was anything special or worth highlighting about your day yesterday?
I had the honor of working last night.
Well, that's not special in radio.
You were sorely missed here. I felt like the Maytag repairman here with Foosh.
Look, you talk about Maytag repairman. When I came in tonight, just for example, if you don't know, we have all these motion sensors for detect movement in the building or on any given floor. And if you don't move for about 15, 20 minutes at a time, all the lights go out. It's a real pain in the ass when you're sitting working at your desk. But anyhow, I come in today, I want to say it's maybe 4 o'clock or so. The building is dark. There's not a light which has been initiated, activated anywhere on the floor. Nothing is going on this floor. With the exception of Stefan, who's working in Airmix. Good evening, Stefan. But that means he hadn't walked down those halls for a good long time. There was no one here. Nobody here. It made me just want to turn around and go home. It's like, why am I here? Why am I here? And I remember, I got a show to do.
Because the people need us.
Yes, that's why we're here. For the love of the job and love of everyone listening. And then Tuala came in like 2 hours later, and he said, why am I here? The lights are off. It just seemed like no one was here. We went up to the 5th floor, which is the music radio floor. Nobody there except the cleaning crew. There's literally no one in the building with the exception of us church mice.
It's like an old zombie movie. We own the place. There's nobody else alive. Or the Omega Man, something like that.
You know how those movies ended, right?
Well, I wasn't prepared to take it all the way to the logical conclusion. There will be no cannibalism tonight if I have anything to say about it.
All I can say is this show, I want to say, predicted and doomed my Christmas. I feel I can tell all of you the truth. No secrets here. No secrets here. Remember we had the conversation prior to Christmas about what we needed in a Christmas meal, what we expected, what we hoped for. And I said I was a traditionalist.
Yes.
Okay. My Christmas started off reasonable enough. I didn't have to get up real early. I got to lay in bed and sort of just scratch and play with the dogs. Didn't have to do anything much, okay?
Give yourself a Dutch oven.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then I got up, wife, we went over to my mother's house and had like an early Christmas breakfast with her. Or early for me. We got there like 10:30 or so. All right?
AM?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's hard for me to sleep past maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. Come home. No one has told me anything, okay? No one has told me anything. Come back home, take a nice nap. Go to and all this is true story. I go over to my sister's house for Christmas dinner. So we have a number of families coming over to her house for Christmas dinner. I'm quite sure someone's calling her right now. Unbeknownst to me, because I'm busier than most, my sister had sent out an invitation, RSVP, so she would know how many people were coming. I didn't read the fine print. I didn't. I'm not going to RSVP to my sister's house. I'm just not, okay? But the fine print said Italian style Christmas.
Oh, I would be 100% down with that.
Garlic bread, spaghetti, fettuccine Alfredo, lasagna.
What's not to love?
Did you not hear the conversation we had on this show recently?
Yeah, well, my half of it. I wasn't paying attention to your half. But in my half, I grew up with Italian people, and that's what we had for Christmas dinner, lasagna.
I had expectations that were not met. I was looking for the turkey. I was looking for the gravy. I was looking for even the yams, sweet potato pie afterward. I was looking for all the traditional trimmings, looking for the stuffing. I was looking for all those things. You know how much I got of those things?
I hope zero, because this whining of yours is really distasteful.
Would I be whining if I got any of that?
Well,
I got none of that, Mark. I got none of that. I felt like I jinxed myself. I got nothing of what I was looking for.
Are you?
No, you need the body drop, because when I walked in and I saw that, Steph, and I just about dropped.
You gotta be kidding me. Are you familiar with the phrase pearls before swine?
Yes, I am, because I read the Bible.
And Mo actually had it very good, okay, because I messed up, and the place that I ordered my food from, that on their menu and on their website said, we are open. I put my order in only to show up to the restaurant to find out that they were actually closed. So I ended up having Yoshinoya.
Oh, okay. You win.
All right, so I'm just saying.
We should point out that for Fush and I, Tuwala was our Christmas angel. He brought us In and Out.
You brought them In and Out?
I did.
I thought you just ordered it.
No. I brought it up. Because, man, it's Christmas Eve, man. The crew is here sitting eating. I'm like, you know what? I'm in the area. I know for a fact they're hungry, but let me check. I texted. I don't even think my text finished sending. Have you guys finished eating? And Fushi will be back. Yes, God. Yes, we are hungry. I'm like, all right.
It was a Christmas miracle with cheese fries.
Uh-huh.
It was good.
So, Stefan, tell us about your Christmas.
I was also part of the two-man crew here.
Yeah, but this Christmas is like an all-day type of observance. You were working from what, like 4 to 10?
3 to 10.
3 to 10. Okay, so what did you do from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.?
Honestly, well, I slept in because I didn't have to do any like outside work. And then I kind of prepared for Conway's show a little bit, and then basically just drove in because I was shocked at how much traffic there was on Christmas Eve.
There's a lot of traffic on Christmas Eve, and there was a lot of traffic on Christmas Day.
Because I was like, oh, maybe I can leave at like 2:30 today. And I looked at the time at like 1:45, and it was like, yeah, you'll get there in like 55 minutes. I'm like, oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
No late time for me.
And Mark, you had Italian food yesterday?
Actually, yeah, my landlady made Christmas dinner, and I had some lasagna when I got home from work last night, and it was delicious.
I should have invited you.
You should have brought home a bunch of leftovers.
Oh, I did not. I did not.
Oh, you're killing me.
So what did you actually end up eating?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, that's my favorite.
No, don't get me wrong. I love Italian food.
But not
on Christmas.
Got it.
Oh.
That's all. I'm all about the nostalgia. And I have no point of reference for Fettuccine Alfredo on December 25th.
New tradition.
It was great. I was almost to the point where when I woke up this morning, I was willing to drive to find like a Boston market if they still have any open to just so I can get some. Well, don't look at me like that, Twirl. I'm being dead serious. I needed some turkey. I needed some trimmings. I needed some stuffing.
Would you go to like, what is it called? Honey bake? What is it called?
Yeah, honey bake. Yeah. They have it.
Would you go there for like some ham?
I would have gone anywhere just so I could say I had some traditional Christmas dinner. I know my sister's phone is ringing right now. You should hear what your brother's saying. He's just so thankful.
I'm on her side.
No, Gelson's. Gelson's has the whole turkey dinner for you.
That's right.
It's delicious.
Well, how late is Gelson's open tonight?
Is there one even near here?
There is one because not here, but there's one where I used to live in Studio City.
Oh, so yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's probably the closest.
Yeah, that's a little bit out of the way. They got rid of the Boston Market, which used to be right down the street on Riverside.
I think they're
closed
all
up.
gone at this point.
Well, the one at Torrance closed as well. I don't know. I don't know if they closed. Some of them have closed all of them.
Because there was one in Redondo. That's gone.
Oh, yeah, no, they're gone.
This is a depressing Christmas, let me tell you. Oh, my sister's listening right now. Just text me.
Shame on you.
She says, oops, next year. She says, I hear you.
What? Isn't this her?
So that means
her menu?
She's listening. That means my brother-in-law's listening. My mother's probably listening.
So she's empathetic.
They should excommunicate you for this. What's wrong with them?
That sounded like she felt bad.
That's the wrong response to this.
Well, I know someone obviously had to have called her. Well, I'm just being honest. Okay?
I'm going to scold you for them. This is unacceptable.
We want to take us to break then too?
No, you go right ahead.
Okay. But interesting that Stefan talked about traffic getting in. There is a good and not so good time to drive during the holidays. We'll give it to you hour by hour as far as the best time to drive and the worst time to drive between Christmas and New Year's. That's next. It's later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. Sorry, sis. We're live everywhere in the
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Make someone's holiday unforgettable with a Vizio 50-inch 4K Smart TV, now just $238 at Walmart. Experience stunning clarity that brings movie marathons to life like never before. With Watch Free Plus built in, enjoy free live and on-demand TV right out of the box. Plus, stream all your favorite holiday songs with the iHeartRadio app. Whether it's a gift for a friend or an upgrade to your own setup, this 4K TV offers impressive features that still fit your holiday budget. Don't wait. Get your Vizio 50-inch 4K Smart TV at Walmart for just $238 today.
Take a deep dive into the stories making the news headlines across the world.
The news agents.
We're not just here to tell you what's happening, but why. From me, Emily Maitlis.
And me, John Sopel.
With Global's award-winning podcast, The News Agents, dropping daily, covering everything you need to know about politics and current affairs.
And The News Agents USA.
Listening to The News Agents on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The News Agents to start listening.
iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And Mark William Ronner.
All right.
Text messages from my sister during the break.
Yeah.
Laughing, crying emoji swirling. She says, oops, next year I hear you talking to me. Then she goes on, glad I could add to the show. Thanks for the love from Mark. So you got a shout out.
Any rational person would choose her side in this argument. Actually, you know what? I brought some leftover lasagna tonight. And there's enough.
Double no.
No. There's enough to share with you, and I'm
that's
willing
a double
to.
No.
I am willing to share my
that's
lasagna.
A double no. I don't. Look, what am I going to do? 2 days in a row?
Wait a minute. You're going to be an ingrate. You're going to refuse this
leftovers. You bet your ass.
Oh,
yes.
That's so rude. That's inconceivably rude.
Stephen said he'll take
it. Well, no, there's a shock.
Bring it to me. Bring it to me.
Can we just replay that segment from the Conway show where you talk about eating like 8 cups of noodles instead.
Yeah, I don't see how you could do that. Okay. Stefan was talking about traffic, trying to get here at least Christmas Eve. And I know Tuala had a terrible time with traffic yesterday on Christmas as he was looking for some semblance of dinner. I found a list of the best and worst times to drive during the holidays. And even though you may think, well, of course, some of it is not all that obvious. As far as today was concerned, it's probably obvious because people are going to stores, trying to return stuff, those after Christmas sales, what have you. So it's probably worse today than it would be the rest of the week. The worst time to drive today was between noon and 5 p.m. Duh. When did I hit the freeway? 3:17. Okay, so it was just going to be a bad drive all the way around. The best time to drive, and this goes to Mark Ronner's point, before 11 a.m. I'm not trying to go anywhere before 11 a.m. Not if I can help it. It was different with my mother on Christmas Day, but generally, even if I'm working, I'm not trying to leave the house, go anywhere before 11 a.m. That's just against the rules. For tomorrow, the 28th, the worst time to drive is between 3 and 7 p.m. That's a little bit better.
You were right. 27.
What is today? The 26th? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I did that too. It's confusing.
I am really, I'm all out of sorts. Okay, so the 27th, the best time to drive is between 3 and 7 p.m. The best time to drive is before 2 p.m. I can swing that. If I need to run an errand, I can swing it before 2 p.m. For the Saturday, the 28th, let's say you want to do some more shopping or you just want to fill in your time with some leisure activities. The worst time to drive on Saturday is between 1:30 and 7 p.m. In other words, most of the day. You're not going to get a reprieve because let's say your kids are out of school or let's say you're off work. It's going to be pretty average as far as traffic, as in horrible. The best time to drive, before 2 p.m. And Sunday, the 29th, the worst time to drive is between 12 and 6. The best time to drive, before 11 a.m. Well, I won't be going anywhere Sunday. No, sir. And Monday, the 30th, the worst time to drive is between 5 and 7 p.m. Pretty much wide open on the 30th. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, and not have to worry about traffic to a large degree. Because the worst time is between 5 and 7 p.m. If you can't get around 5 to 7 p.m., then you're just an idiot. The very best time to drive, though, is before 2 p.m. So obviously, the earlier you can get out there, and my wife she swears by this. I want to get out there before all the other idiots get out there. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm not trying to go anywhere at 7, 8 in the morning if I don't have to. Outside of work, if I have to go somewhere, like if I'm going to Spectrum and I have to be there for an early hit, yeah, that's fine. But outside of that, no, not at all. Not going anywhere. And Tuala, how bad was traffic for you yesterday?
It was damn bad. I didn't like it at all.
I'm thinking people supposed to be where they're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be where they're supposed to be, enjoying their Christmas dinner. No, yesterday it was bad. And I was surprised by it. I really, really was. I didn't hear anything on the radio. No one was saying, traffic was going to be bad. No. So I was caught up in it.
Did you at least get the meal that you wanted?
Yoshinoya is never the meal you want.
Never?
That's never the meal you want. That's the meal that you have to eat because there's nothing else open. You don't go Yoshinoya first. Not even.
That's never number one pick.
That's never the first pick. That's like, oh, what is open? Damn, just Yoshinoya. All right.
Cool. I haven't had Yoshinoya in at least 20, 25 years. I can taste the salt from here.
See? There you go.
Have you ever had Yoshinoya, Mark?
Once when I was desperate a few months ago, and I haven't been back.
Do they have it in Washington?
I don't think so. I went to the one in Northridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a beef bowl, but it had to have been late 90s.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. Stefan, what say you about Yoshinoya?
Yeah, same with the salt bomb.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
But I'm kind of close, well, not close to you, but I don't remember the last time I had it. It has to be at least 8 or 9 years.
Only reason I mention that is because they're still around. They outlived Boston Market. I don't know how.
Funny enough, they're the Boston Market that went out of business in Redondo was taken over by a Yoshinoya. So there you go.
How is it Yoshinoya is still around, but Boston Market is not?
They got good hours.
Are they all night? I know they're late.
They might be, because this place was open and it's on Christmas Day, and it wasn't early. This is around 5 o'clock by the time I found something that was open where the lights were on. I'm like, what's that that's open right there? Yoshinoya.
It used to be that nothing was open on Christmas Day. I mean, you will get grocery stores that are open for a limited time on Christmas Day. They're sometimes open kind of late on Christmas Eve. You can find some stuff if you don't wait too late into Christmas Day. But
CVS was open. CVS was open till way late.
Wait, do they have food there?
No, I'm just saying. I was just surprised that they were open on Christmas Day, but no, CVS open. Look, even the McDonald's across the street from the Yoshinoya had the good sense to be closed. I wouldn't have gone there, but they were still closed. You know what I'm saying? Like Yoshinoya. But again, Yoshinoya, you and your staff there, very, very nice. And I appreciate you being open, because if not for you all, I don't know what I would have had. Maybe some canned food from CVS, because that was the only other option.
I don't know if Denny's. I wonder if Denny's and or IHOP were open.
No, they were not.
Really?
They were not. I checked Denny's. I went on their menu. They were closed. Closed.
Yeah, I was the one by my house. I was driving by and I'm like, are the lights off at Denny's? I was really shocked by that. So the only one that would be open, like a restaurant like that, is probably Norm's, because literally they never close. It's under their signage.
Okay,
I wish I would have known that.
The Norm's on Imperial Highway. You know what I'm talking about, between Western and Crenshaw?
I believe so, yeah.
That one was open, you think?
It has to be, because the one by the one on Hawthorne, that one's closer to Torrance.
Yeah, I know that one real well.
That one was open. And I've driven past it when I used to do Uber, New Year's Eve, Christmas Day. I'm driving through at 3 a.m. and I see people in there eating. So I know that they had to have been open.
Okay, so we are all aware for 2025, if Christmas should go left for whatever reason, we got options other than Yoshinoya.
Norm's is it. Thank you, Foosh. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, because if you see under Norm's, it literally says we never close. So there you go.
Well, that's good to know in a pinch. When we come back, we got to tell you about the new California driving laws, which are going to take effect in just days. And yes, they will impact you.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
I'm going to have to tell you about some new California driving laws, which are going to take effect in just a few days. One or two of them we told you about, but just wanted to remind you about them and also inform you of others. We talked to you about the daylighting law. That was Assembly Bill 413. That takes effect in 2025. And just as a reminder, it bans drivers from parking within 20 feet of a crosswalk. And this is to make intersections, as it reads, supposedly safer for pedestrians. And I was talking about how pedestrians don't even look when they're stepping out into an intersection. So it really doesn't matter where you're parking. The cars can't see them. They're not looking for the cars. They're taking their lives into their own hands. But here's the interesting part. The law applies whether the crosswalk is marked red or totally unmarked. And if it's not painted red or not painted at all, it does not matter. You are still, as the driver, obligated, if you're going to park, to at least leave 20 feet of space. 20 feet. And it's recommended that you leave even more than 20 feet if you're driving a large SUV. Obviously, sight line is different if you're approaching an SUV, which is parked to the right, as opposed to a lower profile of a regular car. And this is one which really stunned me because I didn't know this. Did you know about the locked door loophole? Locked door loophole, where someone can break into your car and it will not be defined as burglary if you as the victim cannot prove that your doors were locked. They can take everything out of your car. They can take your catalytic converter, if I'm reading this correctly. And it's not burglary unless you can prove that your doors were locked and there was some form of forcible entry. Well, Senate Bill 905 eliminates this locked door loophole in the California Criminal Code, which, as I said, originally defined burglary to include, quote, entering a vehicle when the doors are locked with the intent to commit grand or petty larceny or a felony, close quote. And I wonder, what if someone broke into your car just to sleep there because they needed a place to stay? What is that considered? Is that not considered breaking and entering? I don't know. But now car owners and prosecutors won't have to prove a car was locked, only that forcible entry occurred. And here's something that I want to ask you, Mark Ronner, specifically you, because you are delinquent like I was.
And you caught me sleeping in your car.
No. Forcible entry, is it considered forcible entry since you did a crime beat? If someone, I don't know, used like those USBs to get into the Kias or to start those cars, or if they used a coat hanger back in the day to unlock the car, would that be considered forcible entry?
That's a good question. And I was a cops beat reporter before everybody was using those. My God, you made me feel ancient.
Don't ask me why I know what that is, okay?
Yeah. I can't answer that question because I've aged out of it. Thank you for that. That's
oh, so you admit you're old like me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a happy New Year.
Well, maybe we'll have to revisit that in the new year.
Oh, we'll be dead.
Why? What's going to happen? Is it Armageddon?
Old age.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Natural causes.
All right. I have something to look forward to. Did you know about the no license required law? Job postings now, I should say in 2025, won't be able to require that applicants have a valid driver's license anymore. Let's say hypothetically, you want to come work at KFI, and KFI in the past, it's not real, I'm saying hypothetically, KFI in the past said, sure, you can come work for us, but do you have a valid driver's license? They can't do that anymore unless the job specifically is connected to driving.
That one irks me so much.
You've dealt with that?
We all have, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Are you talking about employees who had no transportation?
Exactly. And so I remember just being like, they need to make that like explicit on the job posting. And then when I heard this, I'm like, oh boy.
Well, here's the thing. The employer would also need to reasonably believe that you couldn't execute your job duties using an alternate form of transportation. In other words, they can't exclude you for not having a car or having a long commute and use the pretense of a valid driver's license.
I don't have a problem with forcing someone to prove that they can be at work on time.
But ask that question. You can't, but that's different from saying, hey, do you have reliable transportation? That's different from asking, do you have a valid driver's license?
I think put a shock collar on people get them here on time. That's all I care about.
Right. And some people it's taking the bus. Some people it might be catching a ride.
But what I'm wondering is they can't ask that just the same way that it can't be proven until they're actually hired. And then what if they end up not being able to make it in time?
Well, that's probably grounds for termination because you would have lied on your application. I thought of it a different way. If you're asking for a valid driver's license, and let's say you have a DUI and you had a suspended license or even a revoked license, what then? You know, you're going to penalize the applicant because he or she doesn't have a valid driver's license, which has nothing to do with the job responsibilities. That would really piss me off. But the slick way of excluding people, all these things are about excluding people, is to ask, do you have this? If you want to verify identity, you can get that done any number of ways, including a state ID card. But having a valid driver's license shouldn't matter at all unless you're like, I don't know, driving a van or something. Or like, for example, talk about KFI. Let's say you're driving as part of the promo team. You're driving one of our vans and you're going out to promotional gigs. That's completely different because you would have to have a license check to be able to drive in one of the vans here. Unless you're just like Mark and don't care and, you know.
Oh, I care. But we had somebody here a while back who Stefan alluded to who didn't have reliable transportation, and it became everyone's problem.
It became everyone's problem, but you know what? But that doesn't mean that person didn't have a valid driver's license. That person just didn't have transportation.
Okay.
And I don't know. I never got the sense that person wasn't allowed to drive legally.
We'll never know.
Thank goodness. Should we tell the story?
That's up to you. You're the host.
Okay.
Yeah, host privilege.
Okay. There was an employee.
Well, let's do it on the time.
Oh, wait a minute. I was getting ready to get going.
Yeah, we already got him wound up. Let him go.
Okay.
What are you worried about the clock? It's the day after Christmas, okay? Someone owes
fair enough.
There was an employee who worked here a long time ago. Long time ago. I've been here 13 years. Long time ago. And this person did not have reliable transportation. And this person was working a long way away from the station a long time ago. This person took it upon his or herself to routinely, repeatedly, consistently ask everybody for either a ride or some form of transportation to a ride. Like it could be to a bus stop, to a train station, or to borrow money. You know, that was a long time ago. I don't know why you brought that up. That was such a long time ago.
This is my problem. You must have other friends who don't drive, don't have cars, and they think that they're cool or somehow helping the environment or otherwise enlightened. Everybody else winds up picking up your slack. Everybody.
Oh, it's true. But the person who's trying to get the job, their chief concern, or maybe only concern, is getting that job. And they probably tell themselves, I'll worry about that other stuff as we go along. You know, I'm just trying to get this job right now because I have to take care of X, Y, and Z. Me inconveniencing other people is not a consideration when you are one step away from getting a job that you need, even though you live 70 miles away without a car.
Get one of those e-bike things that they've been talking about with the big discount for people below the poverty line. Get a skateboard. Get anything.
I don't know if you can ride an e-bike 70 miles each way. I don't know if that's practical enough.
Leave early.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. We'll talk about the general California laws that you can.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Make someone's season unforgettable with the Vizio 40-inch FHD Smart TV. Now just $148 at Walmart. Movie night just got better with stunning full HD clarity. Plus, enjoy Watch Free Plus right out of the box with over 300 channels of live and on-demand entertainment, all for free. And when you're in the mood for music, just fire up the iHeartRadio app. Whether it's a gift for someone special or a treat for yourself, this TV makes upgrading a breeze. Don't wait. Head to Walmart and grab the Vizio 40-inch FHD Smart TV for just $148 today.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This December, get cozy on the couch with Charlie's Angels starring Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and Looper starring Bruce Willis and Emily Blunt. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Look forward to next year in just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
And as we go through these new laws for 2025, just know that these are just some 10 of hundreds which were passed here in California and or take effect come January 1st. Just a few of them, but these I think would have the most impact on your life on a day-to-day or even a broader basis. So this is something which is important. Despite all the laws which get passed, these are the ones we think are going to talk to you or impact you the most. Here you go, Mark Ronner. Deep fakes and artificial intelligence.
Everyone's favorite.
Yep. SB 926 now makes it a crime to create and distribute sexually explicit images of a real person that are artificially generated, but made to appear authentic with the purpose of causing that person emotional distress. So I can no longer take your image or your likeness and put some other artificially created body on you nude and then send it around the internet. I cannot do that anymore legally.
I can't swap your identity with Ron Jeremy porn anymore. It's I said clamp down on this stuff. I think anything that's generated by AI and is not real should be clearly labeled. I think people have the right to know what's real and what isn't. And the law has to catch up with technology. We were just talking about the, your fobs and breaking into cars. The law hadn't caught up with that yet either.
It's not going to catch up. I think this is just the first step of many which are going to have to be taken, and they'll forever be playing catch up because AI is going to be used and abused in ways that we haven't even thought of yet.
Oh, it already is. Yeah.
There's SB 981. Regarding sexually explicit images, requires that social media platforms establish a mechanism for users who are California residents to report sexually explicit images that were created or altered digitally but made to appear authentic. It's very similar to SB 926. But this has to do with social media companies specifically. And the social media companies must take down the content while they investigate the complaint. There's also AB 1836 and 2602 regarding digital likeness, and it protects deceased actors and performers from having their image, likeness, or voice reproduced without authorization by artificial intelligence. So this would preclude Tawala Sharp or me using James Earl Jones's voice for some sort of Star Wars project that we want to do. And also, the law requires consent from the actor's estate before their likeness can be digitally replicated. Also in entertainment, there's SB 969 regarding entertainment zones. And that allows local governments to create entertainment zones where bars and restaurants can sell alcohol that customers can drink on public streets and sidewalks. I wonder how badly this is going to go.
I don't know. I mean, Miami, Vegas.
Okay, let me say this again. I wonder how badly this is going to go.
No.
You haven't seen the people stumbling around drunk in Vegas?
And Miami.
Okay.
They're fine. But
yeah.
It's all it is increased police presence. That doesn't stumbling around drunk with Bahama Mamas on Ventura or Sunset. That just means that there will be increased police presence.
Okay, we shall see. I'm quite sure we'll revisit that in a year. But here's the one that we did talk about on this show, and this is a game changer. It's going to impact your life and our lives. The cannabis cafes. Cannabis dispensaries will allow licensed cannabis retailers to prepare and sell food and beverages. I don't know if that includes liquor. I'm thinking out loud. I don't know if that includes liquor. At newly created cafes or lounges. That means customers can buy and consume cannabis at the business while they eat a meal or watch a live performance. I don't know if there's any law precluding the sale of both cannabis and alcohol in a single establishment. Now, and I say that to say, well, if you're a bar, there are a lot of hoops that you'd have to jump through to sell cannabis, but it's probably a shorter leap for a cannabis cafe to get a liquor license.
Yeah. Or for a cannabis, say, retailer to partner with someone who wants to open a restaurant right next door or a coffee shop that has a staging area in the back. This is going to take Starbucks for a ride.
Ooh.
Take that, Howard Schultz.
Game changer. Well, I think he still gets I think he's fine now at this point.
You think he can scrape by?
Yeah, he'll be able to scrape by. Look, Starbucks could fold tomorrow. He'll be okay. And so will his great-grandchildren. I know, Mark, it's not fair, but it's the truth.
No.
Let's do housing real quick. I didn't know this. I didn't know that landlords were engaging in the practice of charging tenants a fee if they pay their rent or security deposit by check. SB 611 will now prohibit landlords from doing that. And on the other end, as far as evictions are concerned, it doubles the current deadline that tenants have to respond to an eviction notice to 10 days. Previously, it was 5, now it's 10. Under California law, if a tenant does not respond to an eviction notice within the required time, they lose the case automatically. So having more time allows tenants to consult with legal counsel if need be. Yeah. But I think the cannabis cafes are going to be the biggest one. Oh, one more. And this is something that we've all dealt with. There's AB 2017 and SB 1075 regarding overdraft fees. It limits the overdraft fees that banks and credit unions can charge. The new law will prohibit financial institutions from charging a customer a fee for non-sufficient funds if the transaction was declined instantaneously. And starting in 2026, credit unions would be prohibited from charging an overdraft fee in excess of $14. Oof. Look, I'm not going to tell you which bank I used to have, but that bank I used to have would charge overdraft fees of $33, and they would compound daily each day that you had a negative balance. You get a fee for that.
It's expensive to be poor, and that was quite a racket.
Not only was it expensive, it made it criminal, because then you start going into the territory of criminal liability. There's no way you're going to get yourself out of that hole after a certain point. I had $300 in overdraft fees at one point. And at this point, I'm just yelling and screaming and cursing at whoever I could get on the phone.
I think we've all been there. And what could make more sense than, oh, you don't have any money? Here's a fee for not having any money.
Which compounds daily.
Yeah.
Each day that you don't come up with the money, there's going to be another fee on top of that fee.
Yeah, that's so dystopian. I don't even know how we got this far with that existing and more people not, well, I want to be careful what I say.
I understand. I'm surprised that more people didn't respond.
There we go. Thank you.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We are live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
What you need to know and when you need to know it.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
after Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
Hey, Meta, call Eva.
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, hey, Meta, to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.
Can't be home for the game?
Caught for the touchdown!
NFL Plus has you covered with live, local, and primetime games on the go.
What a game he's had.
On your mobile device, you can access live, local Sunday afternoon games and all the primetime action from Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, and Monday Night Football.
Tonight was definitely their night.
Sign up for NFL Plus today at plus.nfl.com. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Light up your holidays with Vizio's 65-inch Quantum Smart TV, now just $449.99 at Target. Immerse yourself in a world of over 1 billion vibrant colors with quantum dot technology. Plus, wide viewing angle ensures everyone gets the perfect view during movie marathons, no matter where they sit. Stream your favorite festive songs from North Pole Radio using the built-in iHeartRadio app. But hurry, this deal won't last much longer. Give the gift of entertainment and get your Vizio 65-inch Quantum Smart TV for just $449.99 at Target today.